In May of 2019, I got my first ever ride on a Musik Express. I rode Musik Express at Kennywood with one of my friends, and I was saying since then, it's one of the worst rides at Kennywood. I finally got back on Musik Express on May 8th this year, and today I wanted to talk about why I still hate the ride. Now, I want to touch a little bit on why I wanted to get back on Musik Express. Basically, I thought that the reasons I didn't like it would actually be reasons I would like it this time. I became really a coaster enthusiast in June of 2019, about a month after I first rode Musik Express. I mean, when I had first rode Musik Express, at that point, my favorite ride in the park was Volcano, the now defunct Huss Enterprise, and my favorite coaster in the park was Racer. I didn't even like Phantom's Revenge at that time. I wasn't able to ride Skyrocket at that point. Hadn't ridden Thunderbolt yet, hadn't ridden Exterminator yet. Steel Curtain wasn't even open yet. And I was afraid of Amusement Ride forces, pretty much. The only ride that I liked at the time, which pulled strong G-forces, really, was Volcano, which it pulls really strong positive G-forces, and I liked that, but I just didn't really like other forms of G-forces. I didn't like laterals, and I didn't like airtime at the time. But after my first ride, I just hated it. But I mean, 2 years later, I like things like laterals. I like airtime. I like positive G-forces. So I thought it'd be worth giving it another chance. One thing I want to touch on is why I wanted to get back on Musik Express. So I first rode it in May of 2019, and that was the only time I rode it until May 8th, 2021. And in May 2019, I wasn't like a coaster enthusiast yet. I was still very afraid of amusement rides until the end of June. I only overcame my fear of amusement rides after going on a very high ropes course at the U.S. National Whitewater Center at the end of June. So at this point, I was still afraid of amusement rides, though. And, I mean, in 2019, I thought I was going to die, basically. I was also just being thrown into my friend. And yeah, that was so awkward. In 2019 and 2020, throughout the years, throughout those 2 years, even after I rode Musik Express for the first time, I was hearing a lot of people talking good things about it. So I was thinking that it might be a good ride, and I just had a bad experience on it. That has happened to me before. I had a really bad experience on Phantom's Revenge the first time I rode it, and he ended up giving me a very bad migraine for a few hours after that. But now it's my second favorite ride in the park. So I thought that it would be worth giving Musik Express another chance. And I should not have given it another chance. I should have gone for a ride on Racer instead. Musik Express sucks. There's no going around it. There's no other way to state it. It just sucks. I should point out that in 2020, I started really enjoying Bear and Curve. Bear and Curve was one of my favorite flat rides in the park. I think I actually preferred it over Swing Shot, so it was my favorite flat ride in the park at the time. And yeah, I just really liked Bear and Curve. Bear and Curve and Musik Express are both Himalaya-style rides. However, the main differences are the seating arrangement and guess just kind of how the cars are set up. So on Schwarzkopf Byron curves, the cars are tilted. So even though the track is banked, you're still pretty much level during the entire time. Musik Express rides do not have that. Also, Schwarzkopf Byron curves are single file, and Musik Express rides are basically rows of up to 3 people. But riding alone on a Musik Express ride is just going to be uncomfortable and painful, and riding with friends is just going to be awkward. And also with Baron Curve, there was padding on the sides, and your legs wouldn't like wrap around any straps. The only thing that was really keeping you in on Baron Curve was a seatbelt and holding on to the sides. But if you were going to be moving around due to the strong laterals, you were just going to be hitting a very well padded side. On Musik Express, if you're going to be moving around due to the strong laterals, your legs are going to be just hitting very hard a strap, basically. And it just hurts. It's just very uncomfortable. I had to wait a long time for Musik Express, and it was just not worth it. So, in the past, I chose not to review Musik Express, since I hadn't ridden it in a while, and my opinions have changed a lot. I mean, if you look at most of the rides I've ridden in Kennywood, my opinions have changed a lot over time. Phantom's Revenge, the first time I rode it, it caused severe dizziness and a severe migraine for me. Then the second time I rode it, just caused a mild headache. But then the third time I rode it, I started really enjoying it. Steel Curtain, first time I rode it, got a mild headache. Ever since then, though, fully enjoyed it. Skyrock's the first time I rode it, it caused my neck to be just stiff. Second time I rode it, really enjoyed it. So I thought that my first experience on Musik Express was going to be the same kind of thing, where I just didn't like it originally, but now I'd enjoy it. But that was just not how it ended up happening. And I honestly do not want to go on those again, because I am genuinely worried that I think that those are the only rides at Kennywood. I think that's like the only ride at Kennywood where I'm actually afraid that there might be an accident in the future. And there have been accidents on 2 rides at Kennywood. Neither of them are at all really similar to Musik Express. Literally, the only deaths at Kennywood were someone being crushed by a pavilion during a microburst and an accident in 1968 on Thunderbolt. But I still feel like Musik Express is the most likely ride to cause any kind of accident nowadays. Not that it's unsafe. Like, amusement rides are almost certainly going to be completely safe if you ride them, but Musik Express just doesn't feel safe at all, and it's painful and uncomfortable and just not worth the wait. So, what should we be really taking out of this? I think that the main takeaway from this is don't ride a Musik Express. They are just really bad rides. I wish that Kennywood just kept Baron Curve and got rid of Musik Express. Musik Express seems to take up more space, plus it's less good and less popular. They should have just kept Baron Curve, got rid of Musik Express, and maybe used some of the land there for a actually good ride. I mean, Musik Express rides are just overrated. People seem to talk about them as if they're good rides, but they suck. I mean, if you're riding alone, you're gonna be in discomfort and potentially pain, and you might feel like you're gonna die. And if you are riding with others, you're gonna be slammed into the other people, and it's gonna be very uncomfortable and awkward. Either way, it's just not a good experience. you shouldn't ride these rides, and I hope Kennywood realizes that it was a stupid idea to keep Musik Express but get rid of Bear and Curve. I hope they just bring back Bear and Curve and get rid of Musik Express. Maybe replace Musik Express with Kangaroo. That would actually be a good idea. But it's probably never going to happen because Palace Entertainment hasn't been really listening to what the fans have been asking for. But yeah, I mean, we just shouldn't be riding Musik Express rides. They are not good. And I hope parks start removing them more often instead of just Bear and Curves that they remove. I hope they keep good rides, get rid of these Musik Expresses, and add actually good flat rides. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you just tell me what you think in the comments. If you liked, please leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be trying to post more often, but no promises. But yeah, hope to see you in the next video.